Good morning, everyone. It is day 13 of Project Houston 245, and Connor and I here about to take a walk before I head into Davidson for Run for Green half marathon. I may be wearing a race bib, but that's because I'm going to be a pacer today, not actually racing, just using this as my long run. I'll be pacing the 150 group, so that will be a nice leisurely 8:23 about pace. However, probably won't be an hour and 50 minutes of running. So Hurricane Helene, or Helene, however it's pronounced, came through yesterday actually and flooded a lot of the greenways and low-lying areas. So they're having to adjust the course this morning, and it might be a little bit short, taking out some of the greenways. We'll see how that works out, and then I'll also tell you about how the rest of my training week has been up until now. So as you may be able to tell, it is still dark. I'm gonna get into Davidson pretty early and do some miles before my pacing duty. I'm gonna try and make this a slightly longer long run. It might end up being 16 or 17 miles today. I missed my run yesterday because there was a hurricane going on. I make it sound worse than it was. It was tropical storm weather when it passed near us because we're a couple hundred miles inland. In the Charlotte area, all things considered, we were pretty lucky. West parts of Charlotte along the Catawba River, there actually were some mandatory evacuations due to some flooding, and some of the lakes had to release a lot of water from their dams. So a lot of the people in the line of the Catawba River had to get out of the way. But western North Carolina and parts of eastern Tennessee and northern Georgia and South Carolina just got slammed because they're not prepared for that kind of weather, and the streets were literally flooded. Power is out, roads are closed. It is a level of flooding that western North Carolina and those other areas I've mentioned have not yet experienced. So there are a lot of places that are still kind of shut off, and it's going to be a while repairing a lot of that and making sure everyone's okay. So we got pretty lucky where I am. I'm lucky to be able to get out and run today. Keep those who were in the heaviest parts of Helene's path in your thoughts. A few miles of the course, just so I can get used to some of the course changes. Since I will be guiding runners, I will be a pacer. As you can see, the weather's beautiful now, as it often is. There's some standing water there, but the weather's beautiful as it often is the day after a tropical storm. This turn right here is new. Normally we would continue on that greenway, and the greenway looks fine from here, but it is flooded around that bend. So we're gonna come up here, dogleg around, and run parallel to the greenway in this neighborhood. And then a couple other tricky parts. There is a greenway near the turnaround, because this course is basically one big out and back, that we are skipping altogether and continuing on a road that is normally not part of the course, because that greenway is confirmed to be under more than a foot of water. And then in the last quarter mile of the course, there were some cables down. So there will be another dogleg around to add a block to the course, which will be good because the course was probably going to be short anyway. So 3 different major course changes to the half marathon, and then 2 to the 10K and 1 to the 5K. So it will be an interesting day. We'll see how close we get to 13.1 miles or 21.1 kilometers after all this. Not sure if I'm going to keep wearing the GoPro on my head like I am now, so that I can hold the pacer sign, or just hold it in my hand like I usually do, because it feels kind of awkward right now. All right, I've just done a 6-mile warm-up, which will probably be a little bit faster than I'm pacing today for this 150 half marathon, if it ends up being a full half marathon. But yeah, the weather's actually really nice, kind of cool, although it's still humid, and I can tell it's gonna warm up pretty quickly once we get out there. I will wish I didn't have sleeves on today, but I'll be all right. People are already gathering at the start. We got about 13 or 14 minutes to the start. I need to go communicate some course changes to some people, like Eric and his guide, because Eric won't be able to see. Smile for the camera. Hey Ryan, how you doing?
Star setup. Okay.
Way to go, Rusty! Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Say hi to the camera.
Call me if you see anything that needs immediate attention.
I will call you on my imaginary phone.
You're not planning to carry your phone. How are you supposed to call me?
I'll shout.
All right.
All right, good meeting. Best one yet.
Sure is.
Mile 2, 16:22. Remember, we've had a lot of downhill, so the check's in the mail. This hill you will run up again at mile 11.5, thereabouts.
That's right.
Get on the greenway, on your left. Water and Gatorade.
Two waters.
Water.
He's ordering like the restaurant. I was gonna say.
Thanks, everyone.
Gatorade, anybody?
Thank you.
Go, leader. Whew. Yeah, Jordan. Eric, go Ryan.
Nice job, guys.
Eric's moving pretty well today. 40s. He's cheating. Turn it around. Good job, everyone. Good job, runners.
Hey, nice job.
Smile, you're on YouTube. Woo, I missed you. Woo.
Thank you, fella.
Good group, guys. Stick together.
Hey.
Woo.
That's the energy we need right there.
How's it going?
It's going all right. How are you? Is he turning around? Yeah, he's gonna come harass us.
Pretty sticky and stuff.
Good job, guys. We are 2/3 of the way done.
How's the course, not going through the lake river?
Oh, well, it's nice to not go through the lake river. I think we got a solid group who's gonna run through the finish line and get their 13.1.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Mile marker 11. In reality, we're about 10.5 miles in because of the detours. I think we might have some folks running through the finish line to get their actual 13.1. Thanks, guys. You got it. Still in range. Here's Patrick Johnson, the infamous. All right, runners, embrace the suck. Good job, guys. Push with the glutes. Thanks, guys. Put a jello shot 500 meters from the finish. Don't you want people to finish? Mile 13 mark. And the course is going to be about a half mile, between a half mile and a kilometer short because of the detours. So I am going to run through the finish line and get my 13.1 because everyone I've paced has either fallen off the back or cranked it out ahead like they should have.
Here's 150. Here's 150. Right here. Take it on home. Take it on home. Nice work. I'm gonna keep running. Thank you. All right, I ran through the finish line to get my 13.12, which I did in about 1 hour, 49.5 minutes. So as I told the people I was pacing, we were gonna be on pace for a 150 or sub 150 half, whether the course was short or not. And it was indeed short, so those who were, you know, in or around where I was, were around 145 or 146, maybe 147. Yeah, beautiful day, all things considered. Still a lot of debris around from the tropical storm, but yeah, always fun to pace this event. Now I'm gonna hang around, get something to eat, and get this ridiculous thing off my head. Hey, buddy.
His name is Tater Tot.
Hey, Tater Tot. That's a perfect name.
Oh yeah, example.
Okay, so I'm still sitting here in Davidson after finishing pacing the Run for Green half marathon, and I'm going to go ahead and do my shoe talk now and talk about how my week of training has been. It's been kind of a down mileage week, still a significant amount of mileage, but like I said, I didn't run yesterday, Friday, just because that's when the worst of the rain was coming through our area. I don't mind rain, but this was kind of a deluge. Anyway, Monday I did, what did I do on Monday? It was 8 or 9 miles, I forget. But it was in the Topo Spectre 2, which was a great shoe for just base runs. You can do workouts in it too, but I wanted something with a little bit of zip to it because I think I had taken Sunday off, so I was gonna do a little bit more on Monday. And having this on my feet felt good. Tuesday, I actually did the Punisher, which if you're not familiar with the Punisher workout, you can check my video from one of the Around the Crown, Project Around the Crown 10K film series. I might link that one in the description. But yeah, it is a 1.3 mile loop that you do 3 or 4 times at kind of a tempo effort. I was pacing a friend, I was pacing Lindsay, but that doesn't mean I was going slow at all. I was at least doing marathon pace. I wore the Alpha Fly 2 for the Punisher, really because I don't really use this as a racing shoe anymore. Hold on a second. Loud motorcycle. Just because I have so many better shoes than this, and I think most people would agree that the Alpha Fly 2 was a disappointment. But I still use it as a workout shoe, mainly because it's got that big, cushy slab of foam under there and the carbon plate. So I was really trying to save my legs for the rest of the week, since the Punisher was a hilly workout that I was at least running decently fast on. Wednesday was my workout day, even though it was less of a workout. I'm doing kind of a triphasic model for this plan, which if you've read Andrew Snow's book, Run Elite, or listened to it, or seen any of these videos, this first phase of my plan, the base phase, is going to be really short on the workouts. The workouts will be short and fast and mainly neuromuscular. So I was doing a set of strides, a superset really, 15 strides, 15 by 15 seconds with full 1 minute recoveries. But that was all part of a 75-minute run, and I was using the Brooks Hyperion 2 for that. I
purposely did not choose a plated shoe because I'm just working on my biomechanics, my running economy, and my neuromuscular adaptations for that. So I don't really need any help from a carbon plated super shoe for that. Hyperion 2, great workout shoe. And then I was doing a longer run. It was closer to 12 miles on Thursday, and so it was kind of a medium long run. And it was in the rain. It was actually in the rain that happened before the hurricane came. So I was in the Asics Super Blast, and as you can tell by how dirty this shoe is, it's near the end of its life, and it's good for just getting long miles in. Someone's cheering pretty loudly at the finish line over there. And with the high stack height, I was able to keep my feet out of most of the puddles. Then Friday was an unplanned rest day. So today I went out and I ran 6 miles to preview some of the course reroutes before the half marathon, and then I paced the half marathon. So 19 miles today, 19.1, all in the New Balance Rebel V4, which is not a shoe that I usually recommend as a long run shoe, but it did fine today. I think if you're going to be on your feet for 2.5 hours and not really putting a lot of stress on the shoe necessarily, like if you're just running easy, it's good to have something light because it's still pretty cushy. Now, these shoes are nearing the end of their life as well, but one of the reasons I wore them today was because, you know, if I was going to be running through a lot of mucky stuff, I didn't mind getting these dirty. And also, they have a lot of room. They have a very accommodating upper. Some would say too accommodating. But today, since I was going to be spending a lot of time on foot, I was wearing one of the more mid-weight Injinji toe socks. So the shoe gave me a lot more room for my thicker sock. It's Saturday. I might run on Sunday to finish out the week, maybe a half hour or 40 minutes. I might not. I think I'm ending the week on 57 or 58 miles, which is plenty. Or I might just hang around and follow the Berlin Marathon like everyone else, because I have some friends running that too. But thanks for tuning in to my shoe talk. Thanks for tuning in to day 13 of Project Houston 245. And I'll try and put something together for you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ding the bell for notifications, share the video if you feel like it, and I'll see you on the next run.